Hey there, science fans! Let's talk about something amazing that happens inside you every single day. It's your digestive system. Think of it as a super advanced food factory, working 24/7 to power your body. Every time you eat a crunchy apple or a slice of pizza, this incredible system gets to work. It takes that food and turns it into the energy you need to run, jump, think, and even sleep. Without this internal factory, your body wouldn't get the fuel it needs to do all the cool things you do. It's a complex, coordinated process. But when you break it down, it's pure science in action. So what is this system's main goal? It's all about transformation. Your digestive system takes the food you eat in its whole form, like a sandwich or a banana, and breaks it down into tiny, usable parts. These parts are called nutrients. Your body needs these nutrients like vitamins, minerals, proteins, and carbohydrates to build cells, repair tissues, and give you power. It's like taking a whole car apart to use its engine, wheels, and seats for different projects. Your body cleverly sorts through everything you eat, keeping the good stuff and getting rid of what it can't use. It's an efficient, fascinating, and totally essential part of being you. The journey food takes is a long and winding one, starting the moment you take a bite and ending when the waste products leave your body. This pathway is often called the digestive tract, or the gastrointestinal or GI tract. It's a series of hollow organs joined in a long, twisting tube from your mouth all the way to the other end. Along the way, different organs perform specific jobs, like mashing, mixing, and chemically breaking down your meal. It's a team effort, with each part playing a crucial role to make sure your body gets everything it needs from your food. So let's get ready to explore this incredible journey. Imagine a conveyor belt in a factory. The food you eat gets on at the start, your mouth, and travels along, stopping at different stations where specialized workers, which are your organs, do their jobs. First, it gets chopped up. Then, it gets mixed with special liquids that start to dissolve it. After that, it moves to another station, where all the valuable materials are pulled out and sent to other parts of the factory. Finally, whatever is left over is packaged up and sent to the disposal area. That's exactly what your digestive system does, and it's happening inside you right now. Let's consider this. To really understand our internal food factory, we need to look at its 5 main jobs. The first one is super simple. It's called ingestion. This is just the act of putting food into your mouth. Taking a bite of a sandwich? That's ingestion. Sipping some juice? That's ingestion too. It's the official start of the whole process, the moment you deliver the raw materials to the factory entrance. It seems basic, but without this first step, none of the other amazing processes could even begin. Every meal you've ever had started with this simple yet vital action of getting food into your system. Next up is the main event, digestion. This is where the real breakdown happens. Digestion itself has 2 parts, mechanical and chemical. Mechanical digestion is the physical mashing and grinding of food. Your teeth do this when you chew, and your stomach does it by churning and squeezing. Chemical digestion is when special molecules called enzymes get involved. These enzymes act like tiny scissors, cutting up the large food molecules into smaller, simpler ones that your body can handle. Think of it like taking a big Lego structure and breaking it down into individual Lego bricks. That's what your body does to food. After the food is broken down into tiny nutrient molecules, the third job begins. Absorption. This is where the good stuff is moved from your digestive tract into your bloodstream. Most of this happens in a very long coiled organ called the small intestine. Its walls are specially designed to grab onto all those useful nutrients, like sugars, amino acids, and fats, and pass them into your blood. The blood then acts like a delivery truck service, carrying these nutrients to every single cell in your body, from your brain to your big toe. Without absorption, all that digestion would be for nothing. Once the nutrients are in the blood, what happens? That brings us to job number 4, assimilation. This is the part where your body's cells actually use the nutrients that were just delivered. Your muscle cells might use protein to get stronger, your brain cells might use glucose for energy, and your bone cells might use calcium to become more robust. Assimilation is the ultimate purpose of eating. It's how your body builds new parts, repairs itself, and gets the energy to keep going. It's the process of turning food into you. It's pretty awesome when you think about it. Finally, we have the last job, digestion. Not everything you eat can be digested and absorbed. Things like certain plant fibers and other tough materials are left behind. The body needs a way to get rid of this waste. Digestion is the process of discharging this undigested or waste material from the body. It's the factory's cleanup crew, taking out the trash to keep everything running smoothly and cleanly. This final step ensures that only the useful parts of the food remain, completing the entire cycle from a full plate to a fully fueled body. Science is everywhere, even in the parts we don't talk about much. The digestive journey begins in the mouth. It's not just for talking. When you chew, your teeth start the mechanical digestion, grinding food into smaller, mushy pieces. At the same time, your salivary glands release saliva, which contains an enzyme called amylase. Amylase immediately starts the chemical digestion of starches, turning them into simpler sugars. Your tongue helps out by mixing the food with saliva and pushing it into a soft ball called a bolus, getting it ready for the next stage of its trip. So, right from the first bite, your food is already being transformed. From the mouth, the food is pushed into the esophagus, a muscular tube that connects your throat to your stomach. The esophagus doesn't do any digesting itself. Its job is to be a food transporter. It uses a series of powerful wave-like muscle contractions called peristalsis to squeeze the food downward. It's like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. This process is so strong that it works even if you're hanging upside down, though I don't recommend eating that way. It ensures your food gets to your stomach safely and efficiently, no matter what position you're in. Next stop, the stomach. This J-shaped muscular organ is a major player. It continues mechanical digestion by churning and mashing the food into a thick, soupy liquid called chyme. The stomach's lining releases very strong gastric juices, which include hydrochloric acid and an enzyme called pepsin. The acid kills harmful bacteria, while pepsin starts breaking down proteins into smaller pieces. The stomach is a tough, protected environment designed to liquefy your food and prepare it for the most important part of the journey, which happens next. After a few hours in the stomach, the chyme is slowly released into the small intestine. This is where the magic really happens. The small intestine is a long, coiled tube where most chemical digestion and almost all nutrient absorption occurs. Here, a whole team of enzymes gets to work. Some come from the walls of the intestine itself, but it also gets help from three important friends: the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. The pancreas sends in enzymes to break down fats, proteins, and carbs. The liver makes bile, which is stored in the gallbladder and helps dissolve fats so the enzymes can attack them. As the soupy chyme moves through the nearly 20 feet of the small intestine, it's constantly being broken down and absorbed. The walls of the small intestine are covered in tiny finger-like projections called villi, which are covered in even tinier microvilli. This creates a massive surface area, about the size of a tennis court, for absorbing nutrients. As the digested food passes by, these villi grab all the valuable molecules like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals, and transfer them directly into the bloodstream. By the time the food leaves the small intestine, most of its nutritional value has been extracted. After the small intestine has done its job, the leftover material, mostly water, electrolytes, and indigestible fiber, moves into the large intestine, also known as the colon. The large intestine's main job isn't digestion, but rather absorption of water. It soaks up most of the remaining water from the waste material, turning it from a liquid slurry into a more solid form. This is a crucial step for keeping your body hydrated. The large intestine is also home to trillions of friendly bacteria that help break down some of the remaining materials and produce important vitamins, like vitamin K. As the water is removed, the waste material becomes more solid and is now called feces. This waste is moved into the final section of the large intestine, the rectum. The rectum acts as a temporary storage facility for the feces. When it becomes full, it sends a signal to your brain, letting you know that it's time to visit the bathroom. This is your body's way of preparing for the very last step of the digestive process, ensuring that waste is eliminated in a controlled way. It's the holding area before the final exit. The journey of your food finally ends at the anus. This is the opening at the very end of the digestive tract through which feces leave the body. The process of pushing the feces out is called egestion or defecation. So, to summarize the whole pathway, food enters the mouth, travels down the esophagus to the stomach, moves through the small intestine where nutrients are absorbed, then goes to the large intestine where water is removed, is stored in the rectum, and finally exits through the anus. From a delicious meal to vital energy and waste, that's the incredible journey of food through your body's amazing food factory.